What's going on YouTube? The subject is team freight, okay? Now, I'm not too knowledgeable on this subject because I haven't done it and I really don't know any teams out there. So I don't really got the best information on this particular subject, but um, somebody asked me about it and I didn't help somebody in the past with this same situation. So I decided I'd talk about it because I ain't never done a video on it because I don't know anything about it. But what I do know is how to pull out the calculator and calculate up a paycheck. let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? When I went to night, they started me off at 38 cents, okay? 38 cents a mile. I'm running refrigerated, and I was on per diem. Now, what per diem does is, instead of taking, okay, if I didn't have per diem, when I get my paycheck, they're going to take out more taxes than if I had per diem, okay? So I was on per diem, so they took out less taxes, and I still got a refund check at the end of the year, okay? So when I went to night, I was on per diem, and because I didn't have insurance and child support, and I'm not sure what all people got coming out their check, but the only thing that was coming out of my check, out of my gross, was taxes. I was on per diem, there was less taxes, okay? Therefore, when I get a paycheck, let's say I grossed $1,100, I'll probably make about $950. If I gross $1,200, maybe $1,000, okay? So this is how I calculated my paycheck when I went to night. It was real simple, okay? 38 cents a mile times however many miles that I think I'm gonna get for a week, okay? Now in my case, I was probably averaging anywhere from 3,000 miles to 3,500 miles. Okay, now why was that the case for me? Well, you can go back in the videos. I pretty much lived on the road at the time, okay? So my paychecks was consistent because I wasn't really going home whatsoever. I mean, the main reason that I worked so hard at night, for one thing, they had daily pay, which means after you finish a trip, you turn in your paperwork. You either go in the Loves, the truck stops, or you do the Transflow, or you do it over your phone. I was doing mine over the phone. They paid me the very next day for that trip. So let's say I had I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say, let's say I had a 600-mile trip. I finished it. They give me $200 the next day, but I ain't gonna. You gotta calculate that to make it right, okay? But the point is, at 38 cents a mile, 38 cents times 3,000 miles, that's $1,140 gross. So as long as I do 3,000 miles a week, I'm going to gross $1,140, okay? That's not even including detention pay, layover pay, and whatever else extra pay they may have had over at night. Now, when I do my calculations, I don't include all that because in my case, I never received layover pay no matter how many times I was laid over. Night ain't never gave me anything for layover, okay? As far as detention was 50-50. Maybe I get it, maybe I won't. It wasn't really guaranteed for me. I did receive detention, but like I said, it was 50-50, okay? Um, so, 3,000 miles at 38 cents a mile, $1,140. Let me write this down. Now that's solo, and that's starting out. That's starting out because they started you out at 38 cents. So that's the first week. That's as soon as I got in the truck. 38 cents a mile. Okay, as soon as I went solo with the damn Volvo, 38 cents a mile, and all I had to do was work myself up to 3,000 miles a week, which only took me probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and it was consistent. You know, if you go on Night website, I don't know what their website is, but somewhere on there they got the reefer section of their website, and on there it should say the average length of haul is over 700 miles, okay, for their reefer division. So that's how I was able to get 3,000 plus miles. I was going cross country, all 48 states, Now, you may know somebody that went the night that wasn't the case for them. I'm going to tell you why, okay? If you go tonight and you're on the refrigerator side and you don't want to run all 48, it's just they ain't going to give you too much freight, because night is like a cross-country type of state. I mean, type of company. If you're trying to do regional or you trying to just stay on one side of the country, you limited in freight. You just gotta wait till they got something that fits your needs, okay? Because obviously you just have to wait for freight in that case, which it's gonna be difficult to get 3,000 miles, okay? Like, for example, let's say I worked at night and I only wanted to stay in Tennessee. I probably get one load a week or something. How many loads do they got maybe going from Nashville to Memphis? Probably none. Or maybe I have to wait till another driver call the company and say, you know what, I'm out of hours. I'm going to drop it off at the Lebanon terminal. Hey, then they'll read me up because they didn't did this before. Hey, Justin, I know you're on your home time. I know we just let you go home, but we got a driver. He just dropped a load off at Lebanon. You know what I'm saying? We needed to come to Memphis. And then maybe we'll think about getting you back home. But anyway, it's 38 cents a mile times 3,000 miles equal $1,140, okay? Now, when you're new, you probably don't know, like, let's say I was getting ready to go to trekking school, you probably don't know what the miles is going to be. Now, typically for an OTR company, you should want to average 3,000 to 3,500 miles a week. How many hours is that? Let me calculate that. How can I figure that out? Did my calculator just die? Give me a second while I come up with an equation. If I go 60 miles an hour, come on now, work with me now. 60 miles an hour, let's say 8 hours, okay? That's 480 miles a day times that by 7. Okay, so that's 3,360 miles. So if you do 480 miles a day for 7 days, that's 3,360. So that ain't even, I mean, you can do up to 700 miles a day. So that ain't even, that's the low end right there. So let me bring it down lower. If you go 60 miles an hour, let's do 7 hours. 60 times 7, that's 420 miles a day. Let's bring it down a little bit more. 60 miles times 6 hours, that's 360 miles right there. Let's times that by 7. That's 2,500 miles, so you got to bring that back up. Let's do 60. 60 times, let's just stay at 8. 60 times 8. 8 hours a day. That's 480 miles. Times that by 7. That's 3,360 miles. Okay, you times that by 0.38 cent, you would make $1,276 for that week, gross. Okay, that would be $1,000 paycheck if you was over at night and you was on the per diem. Now over at night, the key is most of the people that I know that was over at night at my time, you would want to run 500 miles plus a day, which was easy to do because, like I said, the average length of haul was over 700 miles. So, but anyways, on to the teams, okay? So if a new driver just now starting out is making 38 cents a mile and he's averaging 3,000 miles, he's getting $1,140. Now let's say you go to CRST, because I ain't putting no money in my pocket yet on this channel. Y'all ain't seen the advertisements, so we can use them as the guinea pig. Now, I'm not sure the exact price cent per mile that CRST is starting people out at. I heard it's 34 cents a mile, but I'm not sure. We're going to take 34 cents a mile. You go to CRST, they're going to team you with a student if they still got it like that. They're going to pay the truck 34 cents a mile. You guys got to split it. So 34 cents times 2. Not my fault. Divided by 2. 34 cents Hold on. 34 cents divided by 2. 17 cents a mile, okay? Now get this. Because y'all got to split. If they giving it, if when you running teams and they say, okay, look, we gonna pay 34 cents for all miles, but y'all got to split it because y'all teams, okay? So that means both drivers is now getting 17 cents a mile because y'all got to split it. I mean, y'all don't know each other, y'all friends. You got to split the money. So right off the top, you at 17 cents a mile, and I'm over here at 38 cents a mile. You understand what I'm saying? You starting out at 17 cents a mile. Meanwhile, I start off at 38 cents a mile. Somebody go to Prime, get a lightweight truck, they at 42 cents a mile. You go to TMC, that's 40 cents a mile. Do you understand what the gap is between going to CRST versus Night, Prime, TMC? I can just go on and on, okay? KLLM, I think, starts off at 34 cents. But you went to CRST, now you at 17 cents a mile, and you got to put in way more work. So here we go, 17 cents a mile. Let's hope they get a truck 5,000 miles. Because it's teams. Now you got to do more miles. So 17 cents times 5,000 miles. Your paycheck is $850, okay? Because you got to split it. So you going to get $850, he going to get $850. You at $850, dog, and the truck that went 5,000 miles. Meanwhile, the guy that just did 30 miles, 3,000 miles, his truck, you understand what I'm saying? He did 480 miles a day. He only worked 8 hours. You had to run 11 hours because it's a team operation. He ran 8 hours. He went to the truck stop, went inside, watched TV, took a shower, got some pizza, freaking took a full 10-hour break, truck didn't move, went back out, watched TV, played the game. You understand? Meanwhile, your truck, you still moving. You back out, barely can even sleep because the goddamn truck rocking all over the place. But anyway, let's just hope. Maybe you got a good dispatcher, you get 6,000 miles. So 17 cents times 6,000 miles, you at $1,020. So now the truck that went 6,000 miles, now both of y'all was getting $1,020. That still ain't, that's 6,000 miles. Truck ain't stopped, you exhausted, you probably hate trucking by now. And you a team operation, so technically you're supposed to be making more than a solo driver. So how much do y'all understand where this is going? Okay, it ain't just CRST. Okay, I'm doing this for a driver that works over at Hogan. It's a team operation, and let me see what they was. Let me see what they getting cents per mile. Got to go back to my Facebook. Got so many questions. Okay, here we go. Let me get to the conversation. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it's the same thing as CRST. They starting their team off at 34 cents a mile split. They husband and wife though, so luckily for them they get to keep all the money. But this is what they said, okay? They over at Hogan, they work in teams, they getting 34 cents a mile, okay? And they averaging about 4,000 miles a week. It's wintertime, so it's not like you may hit some snow. The miles are gonna come down. They doing 4,000 miles. So in other words, let me pull out my calculator. They splitting 34 cents. So 34 cents divided by 2, 17 cents times 4,000. Both of them are getting $680. And after, give me 1 second. after taxes, after deductions come out of that, they was down to like $400 something, and they didn't understand why they wasn't doing as good as I was when I first started off. Well, that's the reason why. I started off at 38 cents. They got you starting off at 17 cents. And that, believe me, 17 cents is not as low as you can go. There is a company out there with a team operation paying 10 cents a mile. We ain't gonna name them. We're not gonna name them, but there is a company starting drivers off at 10 cents a mile, you know. And they probably absolutely hate trucking. But there's a catch, though. The reason they paying so low is because they hire felons. So it's still a ripoff, though, but they hire felons. So I guess if you done kill about 3, 4, 5 people, they'll give you a chance. That's what I'm assuming. But so what should you do if you in this situation? Okay, now if you had CRST, well, let me back up, okay? Before you go to a trucking school, and before you go to a trucking school to get your CDL, you know you got to sign a contract for at least a year, okay? The catch to the contract is, if you know you got to go to this school for a year, you need to figure out how much money you're going to make before you even go to the school. CRST, you understand, 17 cents a mile, you got to make $400 to $600 a week for the next year. Versus if you just went to the company across the street, Knight or Swift or Prime, TMC, Melvin, Maverick, maybe even KLLM. I'm trying to make sure I don't name no company that's ripping drivers off. You got LTL companies, you got YRC, Holland. Holland promote heavy on this channel. LTL was good. I believe you off on the weekends. YRC promote on here too. You got to be able, the catch is to be able to calculate the paycheck before you even go, okay? I know if I go tonight, 38 cents times 3,000, okay? And that's on the low end. Because me, I run my clock out, okay? I run on recaps. I do 10 hours a day. And some kind of way I get a 34-hour reset in. Some kind of way is the catch, okay? Without hurting my pockets, okay? I barely took a 34-hour reset in all of trucking. Somebody want to know, how do I manage time to record YouTube videos? Well, right now I'm at the house. I'm not working, so of course I got plenty of time. When I'm out there on the road, this is what I do. You see, I keep the camera in my pocket. Boom! When some action happens, I just press this button and I'm recording. So that's how it's done. When I want to do a driving video, I got the mount. It's in the house now. I sit the mount up there. I sit the cameras up. And when some action happen, boom, I'm recording, okay? So that's how I got the time to do YouTube. The catch is that I already had a camera in the pocket. That's the catch with that. But, see, I don't know much about team operations, so I can't just say, go to this company or go to that company. The only thing I can do is tell you how to calculate the paycheck, and then you got to go out there and figure out on your own, you know what I'm saying, which companies to go to. Now, if I start off at 38 cents a mile, I would assume as a team you would probably be looking for double that. So maybe 78 cents a mile, 80 cents a mile, which more than likely you're going to have to go lease, which is something totally different, but see, when I was, I don't know if y'all remember the video from a long time ago. I had said there's four people at my house, right? If all four of us go tonight, this is what I said back when I was working at night. If all four of us go tonight, all four of us get solo trucks. You got me, you got my brother, you got my other brother, and you got my sister, okay? If all of us get 4 trucks, and we all making $1,000 a week, okay? None of us got bills, okay? That's gonna bring $4,000 a week. There's 4 of us, that's $4,000 a week. That's, give me a second. That's $16,000 a month. We take that $16,000, we go out and put that towards an actual truck every single month. I mean, we be the head of $1 million company in no time. The problem is, these people right here is not on board. I got my friends, okay? I pitched the business plan to them. They ain't on board. Not at all. Hell to the no is what they telling me. It's hard out here. You pitch a good business plan. You know it's going to work for a fact, okay? It's not like you got to put some work to it. Anybody can go. Well, not anybody can go tonight, but most people can go tonight and get this $1,000. It ain't got to be tonight. You know what I'm saying? There's some companies around here, but I ain't going to hold y'all up too long. But comment below, because people are going to be reading the comment section on this video. So comment below if you know companies that teams can go to and get fair pay, okay? Fair pay is what we're looking for. That's all we asking for. So, because right now, the teams that I know of at some of these mega carriers are not making more than solo drivers, okay? But it's all about that calculator. It's about that calculator. When a broker call me, pull out that calculator, hit a couple of numbers. That right there don't make no damn sense. You got to call me back with something else. It's just that simple. Got to keep that calculator, and you got to be able to do basic math. You don't need no degree now. You don't need no degree to figure this shit out, okay? Y'all go out there and make all kinds